Is the Salkantay Trek dangerous? Will I get altitude sickness? What about the cold and the rain? If you're thinking about doing this hike to Machu Picchu, but you're still feeling nervous, don't worry. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to explain the weather, the altitude, and everything that could pose a risk along the route. Today we're going to talk about, is it dangerous to do the Salkantay Trek to Machu Picchu? One. Why is Salkantay considered dangerous? Salkantay has a reputation for being tougher for three very clear reasons. High demanding altitude. The highest point reaches about 15,190 feet at the Salkantay Pass. Distance and cumulative days. A classic Salkantay trek covers roughly 46 miles, depending on the itinerary. Changing weather. You can have strong sun during the day and intense cold at night, especially at high elevation camps. On top of that, there are natural factors like rain, particularly from October to March, which can create slippery trails and fatigue from long descents. All of this can sound intimidating to many travelers. But how much of that fear is actually justified? Let's break it down. Altitude sickness. How likely is it on Salkantay? Altitude sickness is your body's response to reduced oxygen when you ascend too quickly without enough time to adapt. It doesn't affect everyone, and when it does appear, it's often mild if you take proper care. Key elevations on the Salkantay Trek. Quick reference. Cusco, 11,152 feet. 𝗃𝗶𝗙𝗃𝗪𝗏, 9,515 feet. 𝗀𝗏𝗵𝗃𝗏, 12,631 feet. Salkantay Pass, 15,190 feet. 𝗃𝗊𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪, 9,514 feet. Machu Picchu Pueblo, 6,700 feet. Common symptoms of altitude sickness. Headache, shortness of breath or rapid breathing. Nausea, dizziness, fatigue, weakness. Loss of appetite, difficulty sleeping, or in some cases, insomnia. How to prepare. Seriously, real prevention and safety. If you want to minimize risk and truly enjoy the trek, focus on these fundamentals. 1. Acclimatize before you start. Arrive 2 to 3 days early if possible. This alone can completely change how your body responds. 2. Stay hydrated and keep your energy steady. Drink water consistently and eat simple, light meals. Avoid excesses on your first day. 3. Set a realistic pace. In the mountains, the people who start too fast usually pay for it later. Walk at your own pace. 4. Pack for variable weather. Even in the dry season, daytime temperatures can feel pleasant, around 68 degrees Fahrenheit, but nighttime temperatures can drop below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, especially in areas like 𝗀𝗏𝗵𝗃𝗏. Bring proper layers, thermal clothing, gloves, a warm hat, and a windproof, waterproof jacket. 5. Use trekking poles and proper downhill technique. Long descents are where most injuries happen. 6. Travel with a reputable agency. Salkantay is safer and far more enjoyable when you have a guide, clear logistics, a first aid kit, communication support, and a solid plan for weather or altitude-related symptoms. That's exactly how we operate at Inkayni, Peru tours. So traveler, is it really dangerous to do the Salkantay Trek to Machu Picchu? Honestly, it all depends on you, how well you acclimate beforehand, not underestimating the route, not underestimating the weather, and if you go with a travel agency, they need to provide you with safety at all times. We are Inkayni Peru Tours, a local agency specialized in long hikes. We have the right team to provide you with complete safety throughout the entire journey. Now traveler, let us know when you want to do the Salkantay Trek to Machu Picchu, what your ideal itinerary is, and if you want to learn more about this trek or other hikes around the city of Cusco, you and I will see each other in the next video.